From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi, here in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from L.A. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete. It's a rookie from Georgia. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. They're going to throw out of the gun. He's got it. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st down, play action. The grab and bounds left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward, he's still got a yard out of that. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Back-to-back carries here. And that's not what the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Six defensive backs out there. Cardinals going dime here, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise promise you some money will follow.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Pass play now. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 11-yard line.
All set now, 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard
line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
For his running back.
They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. This from 28 yards away. Zuerlein puts it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
How well they were eating up yards and 1st downs. You know that kicker when it come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
On the return, Isaiah Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, and you even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong ways, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. His first throw is an interception. And the Rams take over as he records his 10th career INT. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, separation was in the preparation.
Puka Nacua to target on that throw, and it sets up 2nd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
From the red zone now. This one falls incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They give it to him up the middle. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards on second and goal. They're going to be 5 yards out on third.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Rams parlay the interception into points. They're line with the extra point. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Slated downs to approach here from the 40.
First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see it throw you like it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Turning to Benson on 3rd. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They snap it to Murray. Throw caught by his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. And that was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That one intended for Trey McBride. So it's 2nd down coming up.
moves to
Well,
second.
even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. From the gun, they go with Harris. And on 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Gronk? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They go play action on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Now on 2nd down. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They'll air it out on 3rd. Strike here to Williams. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. He picks up 28 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Forced out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Set up the screen. Here's McCoy. Plays brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Rams. With it, 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. McCoy's got it again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Zuerlein puts it through. And they will push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good. You get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Rodgers. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Murray escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
This one quickly to Harrison. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
17 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray here on first down. It's caught left side by Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Okay, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Trying to find Trey McBride. So that brings them to third down.
He was covered by Cameron Kinches.
They'll throw, third and long. And he let his man shoot much there, Buck. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 15-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch me the right side by Nakua. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second
and manageable. He's throwing. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is cut along the sideline. That's Ferguson. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. Going after converted by Zuerlein. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Rodgers. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. He's back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's going to get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there, and that'll bring up second down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. On the move, headed right. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Rams do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
This is what you want.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Throw is there. Trey McBride. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Harrison secures this left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Chased out to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
This defense, they have a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Again, it's Murray to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down, Cardinals.
They'll come up on first and 10. Throwing again. Murray. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's tackled for no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Another throw coming from Murray. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And for somebody who's been kicked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4. Back to the air, Murray. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Benson will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Rams 4-yard line.
Kyler throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. Touchdown, Arizona!
Complete to number 31.
The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10.
Cardinals 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll start this series with an option left. He's across the 35. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Jump off caught by his back. Escapes the defender. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. The 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. He connects downfield. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Blown back to the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll go play action. He's got it near the 8. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can put this out of reach as they make it a 16 point. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Wishnowski set to kick off.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. It's a big strike to Hill. Now he's past the 25. Tyreek Hill. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This time I'm taking what's mine.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that pass.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's what you call efficiency. It's exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Over on downs.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. Off by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough. Enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He finds space into the red zone. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
It's a gain of 23
They strike for 23 yards.
That's good.
And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll give it to Williams on the option. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Rodgers. He dodged the tackle, and he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, first and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. Now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Running for the marker with Williams. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Rams keep adding to that 4th-quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here's Rodgers. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more. And they
Brings
know
up
it.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Give on 2nd to Benson. No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Cardinals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Third down, they need 7. Benson once more. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be a athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Throwing the out route complete. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. The give left side to Benson. Free inside the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed...
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Sending him on the dive. Sideline, and he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on second down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So make a check in that win column for the Rams. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.